Hey y'all, this is Tyler Blake from tylerblakeart.com again, and I'm just doing a quick check-in today. So this is another episode of Beyond the 100 Days of Making Comics, and this time I actually am back to working on my comic, and I have some stuff to show. So this is the new first page. I had mentioned that Copic was having a supply problem. They may still be. I'm not really worried about it now because I found a solution. They're going through a business reorganization, and I couldn't get refills for colors that I was running out of partway through coloring this comic, and it was going to look weird if I tried to switch to another brand of alcohol marker or just trying to blend stuff in, because I had panels that were like partly done and starting to run dry on, and so I'm like, I just need to start over. So these are done mostly with the Arteza Real brush pens, and I had mentioned that before. And then I should also say that I've been using, some of y'all might have seen these advertised online. It's a little fold-out watercolor kit, and it's got 42 colors, and it's pretty cool. I like the Real brush pens better for most things, but I will say that for doing like the larger areas of the background, like the sky, or on the second page, I did the floor and the everything on the background with this. It's from Artsy, so I do like these. I don't really care for the brush pen that came with it. I've been using my Arteza water brush pens mostly. So yes, here is, and these aren't quite. Let's see, did I get that order wrong? I'm trying to do this backwards. So page 1 and 2, not completely finished, but getting real close. And I really am enjoying the process, and I'm pretty happy with the watercolors. I think that the the overall effect on my work is going to look a lot better now than it would have with the Copics. And I still like the Copics. I think they're high quality, but I just couldn't wait around for them to get their stuff together. And also, one benefit I will say that Copics have, if you're looking at doing a comic traditionally, or any, if you just have some artwork that you want to add color to, one benefit to the Copics over watercolor is you can see how much the paper buckles. And that's just something that happens with wet media. Doesn't happen with Copics. Although, and I guess the balance to that with the Copics is that they bleed through. So if you have like your page 1 on top of your page 2 and you're coloring your page 1, if you're not careful, you're gonna lift that up to go to page 2, and you're gonna have some of your page 1 colors will have bled through to page 2. So be careful with that if you're using any alcohol ink markers, because they all do that. I did pick up some Blick Studio markers just to. I will probably experiment with laying down the gray values in that grisaille method that we've discussed before with the Arteza Real brush pens, and then going over them with like a skin tone on the Blick Studio markers, because the Arteza brush pens are different from traditional watercolor in that they don't really seem to ever cure to a point, at least not that I've found yet, where they're water fast. So like I can let it dry. I can come back to it days later with a water brush and still affect the paint that's on the paper. With traditional watercolors, it would, once it dries, you're done. So, and that's cool because it allows me to tinker, but it's not so great if I just want to do a wash and keep everything exactly the way it is, because that wash will affect the layers that are already there. So it's something that can be worked around, but you just have to be aware of it. And because the watercolors are not alcohol soluble at all, you could do that. You could lay down your gray values with the watercolor and then go over it and color with alcohol markers, and it wouldn't change anything. So I'm gonna tinker with that a little bit, but that'll be something I do on the side. I'm not gonna experiment with the comic. So that's pretty much all I have right now. I'm almost done with page 2, and next week I'll be further along. Who knows how far. I'm also working on the presidential candidates of questionable vitality, and I'll so those everything gets sent to my email list before I put it anywhere else, and that's a hard and fast rule. So and that's just something I do to thank my subscribers. So if you want to be the first one to see comic pages or presidential candidates of questionable vitality or anything else, or if you want the free illustrated edition of Edgar Allan Poe's The Facts in the Case of M. Valdemar, just go to my website and join my mailing list, and I send out emails on Wednesdays just to kind of give updates. And I guess that's everything I have right now. Oh, one thing. I just saw a little while ago that Scott Circland has, he's been putting out his free digital download of like the Comic Maker starter kit, and then he also did a more robust version that you could purchase that was for making your own comics. And I don't use everything on them because I don't work digitally, and some of it's like Photoshop brushes and that kind of thing. I work traditionally, except for like adding in lettering and some very basic stuff like that. But I really like his templates, and I think he has some great story structure template stuff in there. And then, so he just came out with printed book versions of, he's got like a series, a how to make comic series that are very affordable. They have templates and guides and things, and those are up on Amazon. So if you're interested in starting up making your own comics, I would check out his website for the downloads, and also go to Amazon and check those out. So that is everything that I have. And Scott Circland does not pay me. I'm not his employee. I just like his stuff. So that's it. Take care, y'all. See you later.